You're invited to this online healing retreat, the Paris Principle for Creating Reality, consisting of 3 sessions on powerful meditations, tools for creating reality, and dreaming larger than life, with Rick and Grace Paris.
If you create meditations in a very ritualistic fashion, your subconscious attaches to the ritual and it makes them more powerful because you're incorporating several acts in a row, like going to a safe place and creating that safe place for yourself and making choices about that safe place when you go into a meditation. Because the meditation that I prescribe and the one that I'd like to teach is not like transcendental. And the quiet mind, to me, I get it, but that's not really beneficial to creating reality. Because creating reality, what you're really doing is bringing the more real into an illusion. So one of the reasons athletes will oftentimes will say, oh, look, Dan, I visualized that game-winning shot so many times. And what they've done is, they've done it so many times in their mind, their subconscious already gets the pattern that they want the ball to go in. So when they take that shot, it just goes in, because they've already created it so many times in the dream. So meditation is an extremely powerful and necessary tool to operate with when you decide to start creating reality in accordance to your will. You teach them about what a dream actually is, why you want a dream, why, so many people resist dreams. The other thing that people still don't quite understand is what 5D is and how does it operate. And 3D is, each time you go up in a dimension, you don't lose the other dimensions. They lift to a different way of operating. So as you take on a new dimension, you're not going from one room to another. You're just going to a new room in the same house. What's happening is 3D lifts to a more elegant level. 4D lifts to a more elegant level. It's not like, oh, we don't do 3D and 4D anymore. So it's like a spiral. In a spiral, you don't lose the last loop. It gets more intense. It has more impact, and then it has less impact, right? Because in a spiral, both are happening. I'm expanding and contracting simultaneously. So as the old dimensions contract, they actually get more significant as they contract. And as you open up to the new dimensions, they get more expansive. So in 3D, you have to know there's 3 tools to creating reality, and that's desire, imagination, and expectation. And that's super critical because most people say, oh, I don't want to expect anything. Well, you just tied your hands behind your back in reality creation, because that's the vision of you have in the future of why I'm acting in the now. Dreams are super important, and they come under the imagination. So the imagination is the workhorse of reality creating, right? You've got the imagination, which really all 3 of these energies, desire, imagination, and expectation, are feminine. To view expectation as the masculine. It's direct, it's linear, it's straightforward, and I have a vision in the future. The word in Latin is to see outside yourself. Ex, outside, spec, to see. So it's the future vision, the expectation, and then the way it's supposed to work is, well, they all work together, not linearly, but what's happening is you're saying, oh, this is my vision, this is my dream, I see it in front of me, therefore I'm going to create desire for this thing that I see with my imagination. I'm going to create it in an imaginative way that creates desire, and I see it clearly. That's basically how you're creating anyway. And so those 3 things, nobody, no matter what kind of reality they're creating, has better tools. They just might have sharper tools, but nobody has more tools. Not like, hey, that dude has 5 and I only have 3. There's 3 dimensions operating, and it's in another trinity. And that's why I like to say it's masculine, the expectation, because you've got the imagination feminine, you've got the expectation, and those combined create the desire. So that's the emotionality of what's going on. I'm an expert in the Enneagram, and I noticed that certain personality drives need a lot more information, certain personality drives need very specific, and some just move right ahead with no more than that. But they can't expect to have a shift in their reality. They will see a shift, because I'm teaching a deeper truth. The deepest truth in physical reality is you create your own reality. That's the deepest truth. And since everything's based in beliefs, I say, pick the most powerful belief. If what I'm telling you sounds more powerful than anything you do what I'm saying. And the minute you hear something that has a deeper truth, go with that. But since beliefs are just opinions held with conviction, they're not based in fact. So the minute a person really recognized that my beliefs are just some subjective shit that I thought of and decided was real, that really blows people out.
Register today for this online healing retreat, The Paris Principle for Creating Reality.